It's either marriage is between a man and a woman, or it's not between a man and a woman. Okay? And you can't make the argument that it can be, well, these are two adults who have illegal. Then why is it that it's illegal for a father and a daughter to have a relationship? And I don't mean a little kid. A grown woman, like the, what was it, Harvard or Yale professor that was busted for having like a 10-year relationship with his daughter? And he got fired. Well, why? He's two consenting adults. You have to be very, very careful. But once you remove that moral grounding, that absolute truth, which is what we're saying, those moral absolutes, there's nothing for you to build anything on. So everything can shift as it sees fit. And you have to be very, very careful. Now, the other thing is this. What about like that Breaking Bad episode, the Breaking Bad with the guy, or why the guy who raps, you know, what's that, Biggie Smalls? He dedicates his song, Superstar, I think it is. You know, this is all the haters. I was just trying to feed my baby girl. Okay. Doing something wrong to feed your family is less morally culpable, yeah, but it doesn't make it right. And there's a distinction. I understand if you stole bread to eat. Well, you shouldn't, but I understand why. But let's blame the culture that forced it, not let's say stealing bread to eat is okay. Everybody catch that one? Because that's a really important distinction that is constantly put in front of you. Someone suffers from this, so that's why we have to let them do it. They really want to do it, they really feel it. But it's really important to them. We wouldn't say that for any other moral evil, but we say that for some. And you have to be aware of that. Or, put it this way, people can't control themselves. You can control yourself in your temper, right? You've been mad enough to punch your boss? You have, probably. So some of you who work here are like, no. What? Okay, or mad enough to hit someone that you can't? Yeah, but you don't because you exhibit self-control. This restaurant outside has tables and chairs that you can eat. I don't like eating outside because I believe if I'm paying you, I should pay you for walls and a window. I don't see why I should pay you then for food I can eat outside. I could make that at home and eat. Or you should make the meal cheaper. That's me. Anyway, but like I have bugs and like weird homeless people coming at me for my food now, and I paid you. What did I pay you for? But anyway, that's me. Okay, but if you eat outside, no one, and you're very, very hungry, you can't walk over to a table, grab a bite like, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. That would be wrong. But for some reason in our sexual urges, we're allowed to do whatever we want. Every other passion, we demand self-control. We frown upon you. We think, what's the matter with you? Just because you're angry, everybody gets angry. You can't just do that. But if you're attracted to something or to someone, that's fine. That's different. Every other urge, we say, you need to control except this one. That's unacceptable. And that's dangerous. So, okay, Father, so what does that have to do? So whose rules should I listen to? The Catholic Church? Well, actually, yeah. But, well, you're asking me, oh yeah, because I don't really believe the Church is real. Okay, then why am I a priest? Okay, don't ever ask a priest that. Don't ever ask a priest worth his salt that. Do you really believe the Catholic Church is right?
No, I just gave my life.
Do you ask a married man, do you really love your wife? Do you really want to be married to her? You're like, what are you, crazy? What? Well, why would I do this then? So, no, but what I am going to say this, you can go beyond it. I propose you can go older and deeper. You can tap into things like natural law. Natural law. Look it up. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful concept. The understanding that there are certain basic tenets that are universal to all of us. By the way, those cultural differences, that's a trick. Most of those cultural differences are very small. If you look at them, you realize overall they share very much with every other culture. Most human civilizations share a lot of really basic things. But those cultures, you can look at things like science, biology. You are a boy. And if you're born a boy, you're a boy, and we need to sit with you and help you to love yourself, not just say, have a surgery so I don't have to deal with you anymore. Who loves that person more? The person who says, we'll do this for years and years in therapy and we'll get you through this, or the person who says, just have a surgery and then we don't have to deal with you anymore. The suicide rate amongst transgender people is 8 times higher than the average rate. Post-op, not pre-op, that you didn't let them change, so that's why they post-op. Nobody wants to talk about that. You know why? Because we fed into a mania they're suffering from. And all you do is when they get this amazing goal, they realize it's not an amazing goal because they still don't love themselves. And so their suicide rate, their rate of not being happy and satisfied with their life is even higher than that. In other words, thank God some of them don't get to suicide, thank God. But they're still not happy with their life. So that's the thing. Science tells you what you are. I'm sorry, but we can work this out. I'm very sorry you feel this way, but we can work on it. And I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is and stay with you for 5, 10, 15, 20 years to work with you. Not to say, have a surgery so you quit whining and bothering me. We have natural, we have science, and then we do have revealed morality. We have morality that rises a little bit above. Look, remember, if we don't have a creator, then each of us is a result of random universe decisions, or actions, chemical reactions. So that means you have no more meaning than a roach. That a man raping a woman is, we should not shake our heads at that. Why? That's the argument, by the way, when people say, well, you know, these behaviors are exhibited in almost every other culture. I had someone say, well, Father, homosexuality is present in almost every other species. And I said, so is rape. We're going to have a hell of a night if we're going to hit. Okay, let me take this off then, excuse me. No. You have to either say, some things are not okay, even if they're available in other species. Because you know what one lion does if the other lion doesn't want to have sex? It bites her, holds her down, and has sex with her. That's called rape. Okay, we don't want to point to that. So you have to be careful. Being sold that kind of that worldview of saying, well, no, but I don't want to offend anyone. It's not about offending someone. It's about loving them by bringing them to the truth. It's, I love you too much to leave you alone. And if you don't like me, that's how I show my love. Who are your real friends? The friends that correct you only when you want to be corrected, or the friends that correct you even when you hate them for it? When you sober up, guess what? Those are your real friends. When you sober up, send them an I'm sorry text, okay? Because they love you, okay? But are you being a real brother or sister to another person on earth if you won't? Now, am I saying walk around and point it out? Absolutely not. You should be in a place to do so, or shut up. Where do you know that from? St. Thomas Aquinas. I told you Catholics got it right. We even have rules about how to correct other people. Fraternal correction. Look it up. It's really easy. And one of the first rules is, are you close enough to that person to do it? Are they able to change what you're correcting? And are they going to listen to you? Is there a realistic chance? If any of those is a no, shut up. Keep it moving. But it's not your place. Somebody needs to correct it, but not you. So I'm not saying walk around. But I am saying when it comes to you, you have to say, hold on to the truth. Well, Father, people won't like me. And then blessed are you when they hate you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil thing against you falsely in my name. Rejoice and leap for joy that day. Right? Some guy said that, a hippie. You know, long hair, beard. Said it was God, okay? Well, I like what some of Jesus says, but not other of it. There's your actually, that's a moral relativism point right there. Why? Because either Jesus was stark raving mad and you should ignore him, or he's God. There's no other choice. Do you know why? Because he says he was God.